Hey everyone, John Henry here, Slingshot Futures Trading Group, SSFTG. In this one, we're going to be talking about finding your edge in trading. When it comes to finding your edge, it can come in a lot of different ways, with Fibonacci ratios, Elliott wave, market structure, patterns, etc. Basically, anything that gives you a little bit of a nudge in terms of probability is going to be useful for an edge. Remember, the goal of any approach is to do one thing. It's to create an edge using probabilities. That's all trading really is at the end of the day anyway. Remember back on the Trader's Math video posted not too long ago, probability for successful trading at a 2-to-1 only requires about a 37% accuracy to hit some really great numbers. The edge doesn't have to be huge. In fact, a 1 to 3% difference really makes a huge difference. So again, just as a refresher, let's look at the math here. And let's just say, as an example, you are a 37% accurate trader, right? But those 37% of the times, whoops, let's try this again. Those 37% of the times you are winning twice as much as you're willing to lose. So 37 times, you're winning 200. While the other remainder, 63 times 100, is the difference in math. Those are the losers. And those losers minus the winners, I did the math backward, but if we flip-flop those, it's a positive 1,100 in terms of trader's math, which is incredible. That means that in the long run, if you were to take this trade every single time knowing that it was only 36, 37%, it's still a favorable and profitable trade. That's what we're talking about with these edges. It doesn't require a huge edge. You don't have to be 99% accurate. In fact, you can be 37% accurate and still do just fine. My personal favorite market structure, like we teach in the Day Trading Academy, is one of my favorite ways to really kind of monitor where these locations and where these areas are likely to hit off. As an example, if I wanted to be a buyer, I'd rather be a buyer at a major swing low or at a repetitious L1 or something of structure. Now, that doesn't have to be the type of structure that we use. It could be Elliott wave, it could be Fibonacci patterns. It could be all of them together. That'd be even better, right? The more things, the merrier. The important key here is that you have a solid 3 or more reasons, that's my personal approach at least, to enter the trade. The assumption here is that if each reason were to add only 1%, right, that's it. You're at the bottom of a wedge, there's an extra 1%. Okay, cool. You're at an L1 in a repetitious L1 cycle. That's another percent. Now we're up to 2%. I've already got 2% in my favor. If I know that the trade is only likely to be about 34%, well, now I'm at 36. Well, at 36, we were just talking about the numbers at 37 being incredible. If I only need one more thing in my favor, let's say, a market Fibonacci level, all of those things stacking up on top of one another could be my 3 reasons. And it still only has to be about 37% accurate if you're going for a 2-to-1. Now, the assumption here again being that every reason that you add to it is adding about 1%. So if you start out with a pattern that's 35% accurate by default, and you add an additional 3 reasons to that trade, 3 additional percent, then you're sitting at 38%. That's incredible, and that's all we really need. So when you're looking for your edge, remember, the edge doesn't have to be huge. You don't have to look for a groundbreaking, always right indicator because honestly, well, first of all, it doesn't exist if you haven't figured that out yet. And second of all, you only have to be 37% accurate if you're going for a 2-to-1. The edge doesn't have to be huge. Just make sure that you've got some solid reasons for your trade, and then let the trade do its thing. Let itself work. Let it work itself out. There we go. Finally made my way through that one. And that way it gives the market some time to wiggle around and do what it needs to do, but your overall trade plan is locked in and you have your edge in place. And as long as that extra little breeze is in the sails, that's all we need to get us pointed in the right direction. Hopefully you found the video useful, interesting, entertaining, and of course, if you have any additional comments that you want to make, feel free to drop those in the comments section below. If you have any questions that you have a little bit of a need to get filled in with a larger sense, feel free to shoot me an email as well, jhb@ssftg.com. Until the next one, we'll see y'all then. Thanks.